Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the process termination in the process management. How the process is terminated inside the exit system call explicitly and implicitly both. What are zombie processes, what are orphan processes, and how to address these concerns. A process terminates when it finishes its last execution call and deallocates all the resources. The execution termination can be done with the help of an exit system call, or the process can be terminated by the operating system too. When the exit system call is executed by a process, then all the resources, the list of available files, the memory, and the child process's information are deallocated and it is deleted by the operating system. Termination can occur in other circumstances too. Like a parent can terminate a child if the exit system call performing by the operating system. Now this can happen in the three of these scenarios. First, the child process has exceeded the usage of the resources that are shared or permitted by its parent. Second, the child is no longer needed for its execution. And the third one, the parent has executed and terminated. That is why a child is not allowed to execute anymore. Now the termination of the process can be done by only the parent process. And the parent process should know the identity or PID of the child process so that it can be informed that what children or which children is being terminated by the parent process. As the parent process can only determine that what child process is to be deleted and terminated, and in other cases, the child processes can kill each other's job arbitrarily. Now in some system, as we have told, that some systems doesn't allow that the child process termination is after the execution of the parent's process. If the parent process is executed and terminated, then the child process is forced to get terminated. This is called the cascading termination. In cascading termination, all the children of a parent process is terminated while the parent is exiting the operating system. Now this can be done with an exit system called implicitly and explicitly too. Implicitly, while the operating system is returning 0, then it is telling that the system has performed its parent's execution and it must also terminate all its child. And by giving the command exit 1, we are defining explicitly that a child must be terminated as the parent has already terminated. A parent process may wait to terminate its child's execution, and this can be done with the wait system call. The status of the child process must be passed inside this wait system call to get to know the parent process that what is the state of the children, as it has finished its execution or it is executing now. Now this information is then used by the parent process to determine that it can be terminated or not. So what instruction is being going there? That is wait, inside that the pointer to the status information of the child. The system also returns the identifier of the process that is being terminated to the parent so that it can know that which child is being terminated. Now in some cases, when the parent is exiting and the child has already terminated, the parent has not called the yet wait system call, then the process is considered as a zombie process. What is a zombie process? It is the child process that has finished its execution but waiting for the wait system call of the parent, so that it can tell the parent that it has finished its execution. All the processes goes into the zombie state primarily, but in some processes it can stay there briefly. After the parent process calls the wait system call, then the zombie process can be alternated and released all the memory. Now the zombie process has a process entry in the process table which is there to determine the exit status of the process. If the parent is not calling the wait system call, the process entry of a zombie process retains there. After the system has processed with the wait system call of the parent, then the release ID of the zombie process along with all the resources are released and deallocated. Now, if the zombie processes parents are not calling the wait system call at all, then the processes are called orphan processes. Now in Unix and Linux, an operation to address this concern is the init process becoming the new parent of these orphan processes and in turn calls the wait function or the wait system call for the zombie or orphan processes. After getting the wait system call from the init process, it then releases its process entry in the page table and this page table can release the resources allocated to them. That is all for the termination of processes. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and subscribe to Ekeeda.